particularly those sitting abroad. We need to have strong, stringent measures to ensure these loopholes are not exploited and manipulated to their benefit. But at the same time, R.N. Bhaskar said that India needs foreign exchange. India needs these foreign investments. India needs the FIIs and the FDIs. How do we ensure there is a balance that we create?
Before I answer that, I just want to make one point in this, that we have to look at from a very, very different perspective. India is becoming a metro market. This is not the first time. We have faced it first time, but globally this keep on happening in UK, US, Canada, and different places. So we are vulnerable to it and will remain vulnerable to it. So there has to be checks and balances. And the biggest checks and balances is if this would have happened where the wrong information is put in. One, John Soros has put in a right information that Adani has these weak points, they have done these frauds and they were proven fraud, then he's right. But he's putting a false information across social media, across the entire corporate sector, everywhere across. If this would have happened against a US company, can I do it against Microsoft tomorrow? Indian government will itself put me behind the bars because it's a wrong information going out. It's a false information going out. So Indian government has to take it more from an external perspective, from external evaluation, that these kind of false information coming on the social media, this is completely not acceptable. So that one thing has to be trained. It is not about India. It is about hitting us on an integrity level, which will keep on happening. Today is happening with Adani, tomorrow it will Reliance, the third it will have with ICICI, fourth it will have with the HDFC Bank. This would keep on happening. So we have to do it and deal with the West in a very strong fashion, that you can't put false information about us just like that. If you have proofs, give it to us. Yes, you need to investigate back. These guys have to go to the under the court. How can they put wrong information under the social media? They can't. So this is a bigger point. We all need to look into that.
Okay. But also, you know, a pertinent question arises in one's mind is, do you feel that this short selling that happened via the Hindenburg report, the Hindenburg hit job, was just a byproduct, and Adani was the target, and it had to take the hit? But yes, the larger motive over here to dent India's economic interests, to dent India's national security. And if that's so, how do we prove these charges? Why have we not initiated a probe as yet?
So that's the next question. That is what I'm saying. We have to initiate the probes, take it to the international matter, maybe file a court. The way it happens in US, the US guys file a case against any human issues happen in India. They file a case in those governments, and then Indian government have to represent that there's a human things happen, something happened in India, in Delhi, somewhere, a corner of the street. They file a case there. Why can't we do that? And make US government or the citizen party do it. This has to happen. I don't see why we should not actually put a case against Facebook, Twitter, everywhere these false information came in through. Why this false information they allowed to happen?
Okay. Okay, fair enough.